Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am going to show you guys how to make a one pan creamy garlic chicken and potato kind of thing. It's like oven baked, but it's all in one pan, very easy, very simple ingredients. I have chicken legs here, but you can also use chicken thighs. I'm just using what I already had in the freezer. Chicken legs here with the skin on. I've already cleaned these and, plucked them and things like that. And then here I have a bag of frozen spinach. If you want fresh spinach, then of course use fresh spinach. I have some unsalted butter here, a little thyme, Parmesan cheese. Of course, fresh Parmesan is way better. I have some paprika, parsley flakes, onion powder, garlic powder, my accent salt, some ground black pepper, the adobo. Here I have some heavy whipping cream. You can use half and half as well. And then I have some unsalted chicken broth. Make sure that it is unsalted, or you're gonna have to keep an eye on how much salt you actually use in this dish. So the first thing I'm gonna do is season up this chicken just a little bit, because we're gonna pan sear this chicken a little before throwing it into the oven. So what I have here first is that ground black pepper. Now I'm gonna go in with the accent salt. Garlic powder. Onion powder. Adobo. Paprika. Paprika is more so for color. It gives it a really, really good color. And this is regular paprika, not the smoked paprika. I have Amina here. Say hi, girl.
Hi. I'm my mom's channel, guys. Hi.
Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is give this all a really good mix.
Oh, Mama, you have to put the butter in.
With all those seasonings in there. So now what we're gonna do, once you get this all mixed up, we're gonna go over to the stove and we're going to pan fry these just for a few minutes on each side to kind of seal that flavor in and get it a little crispy before we throw it into the oven. Give it kind of a head start on cooking. So here's the chicken, nice and seasoned. Okay, you guys, so I have my pan here and I am just adding my chicken legs in, and we're going to pan fry these on each side for maybe 3 minutes. I'm gonna probably have to do 2 separate batches, so 2 to 3 minutes on each side, just to get that flavor nice and sealed in there. Okay, this is what you're looking for, just a nice little brown crust on your chicken. So while our chicken is cooking, I have my potatoes here. I have the baby red potatoes that I washed. So I don't like to take all the skin off. I just kind of like to do it just a little bit like this, because I like the skin for the color, and I heard that the skin is good for you, but that's not the reason why I do it. I just like to do it on there. So just a little bit, just like that, like kind of around the potato. So I'm gonna do that with all of them so that these will be ready once that chicken is done. And I can show you guys how to make the cream sauce. And you guys can skip this step as well if you want to keep it all on, or you can just take it all off, whatever you want. Okay. So now you're just going to cut them to your desired kind of. For this, I kind of like them maybe like medium size, maybe like this. And then once I cut them, I'm going to actually rinse them one more time. Okay, so let me go rinse these again. Okay guys, so now for the cream sauce, I have an entire stick of butter here melting away. So I'm just gonna let that melt a little more. Okay you guys, so now what I'm going to do is go in with about a tablespoon of plain flour. This is just to help it thicken up, and you want to begin to stir so that flour doesn't clump up. Now I'm gonna go in with about a tablespoon of garlic. You can use minced garlic. This is garlic paste. If you see little specks in there, the flour kind of clumped up and it's starting to brown, but it's all right. So just get that in there. Next, what I'm gonna do is go in with that unsalted chicken broth. About a half a cup. As you can see, it's beginning to thicken already. Now I'm gonna go in with the heavy whipping cream. And you wanna let this warm up. You want that cream to get nice and warm before we add in the Parmesan cheese. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is season this up a little bit. Got my accents here. Garlic powder. Parsley flakes. Ground black pepper. if it'll come out. And I'm also going to add in that Parmesan cheese. Give that a nice mix. So if you can see, it is very creamy and thick. That is what you are looking for. This is how it should look. Now, if you don't want it this consistency, you can continue adding more chicken broth until you get it how you like it. Okay, and now, last but not least, we're going to go in with that frozen spinach. As much or as little as you want. Gonna mix that in there really good. And so now what you want to do is give this a taste, and you want to add any other seasonings that you may want before adding this to your pot. Okay guys, so now what I'm going to do is get this all ready. So what you see me doing is adding my chicken to my baking dish. Hopefully I can get them all to fit in there. Hot. Now we were just giving the chicken a nice brown coating. The chicken is not done, so I would not suggest taking a bite out of it. I think these are gonna fit just enough. Perfect. So now I'm gonna do, I have my potatoes here that I washed. Just gonna add those right on top. And y'all, this is literally one meal in one. You got your protein, your meat, you got your potatoes and your veggies from that spinach. And so now what I have here is that mixture that we just made, that with the cream mixture, and we're gonna pour that all over. I'm trying to get you guys a good angle. All over. Kind of try to give it an even layer without making a mess. I am a messy cook, a messy cook. I try to clean as I go, and I do, but for some reason, when I'm done, I still have a huge mess. And so now I'm gonna try to get this all even. Kind of try to get that mixture over everything since I completely bombed with pouring it. Just like that. It's gonna soak down to the bottom. Just kind of wiggle it around a little bit to get it all in there. So if you are extra like me and my family, I am most likely going to have to make some rice with this, because that's just how we do it. That's just how we are. I don't know. But this is definitely totally one meal in one. You got your meat, your potatoes, and your veggie. Okay. So now what you can do is top it with a little bit more of that parsley. And I'm gonna use the rest of this thyme. I only have a little bit left. I'm gonna use the rest of that and go over the top as well. Just sprinkle it on there. I need a paper towel. Then I'm gonna show you guys how this looks before I throw it in the oven. Okay guys, so this is pre-oven. Before I throw it in the oven, this is how it looks. You got all that nice cream sauce soaking down to the bottom. It's gonna soak the flavor into that chicken. And then your chicken is already seasoned as well. So this is gonna be really good. You got your potatoes, you got everything in there. So what I'm gonna do, put this in the oven uncovered on 400 degrees for about 40 to 45 minutes. If you're using chicken thighs, you definitely may need that 45 minutes. But with this, with these legs, I am gonna have to keep checking back, but definitely 40 to 45 minutes. And then I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like once I take it out. Okay, you guys, so mine's took exactly 40 minutes. I set my oven timer to 40 minutes and it took exactly 40 minutes. The potatoes are so soft. Literally, you can just break them apart. The chicken is done and nice and crispy. You got a nice little gravy on the bottom. And so I'm gonna plate it up for you guys and show you. So I told you guys that we are extra in this house. And so I ended up having to make some yellow rice to go with this for my husband. So this is probably gonna be his plate that I'm making right now. But this is totally, literally one meal. You got your potatoes and your veggies and your meat. I'll put a little gravy or the cream sauce over the chicken. And a few potatoes on the side. Okay, so here it is. Let me get a better angle. So here's a little bit of a better angle for you guys. There's the chicken. I put a little gravy over the rice because that's how he likes it. Potatoes on the side. And that's all. That's it and that's all. So if you guys try this recipe out, it is very, very simple and actually very cheap. Let me know how you like it down in the comments. Let me know how maybe you did something different. So let me know in the comments. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. And I am going to see you guys in the next video.